Hi, I'm Winston Dool. Today I'm going to show you how I'm working with the Volcano. I'm using a 1.5 gas pressure in this gas bottle from propane, and the regulation is done on the burner. The heat comes in to warm the glass, and you just go in slowly that you don't get any thermic shocks. And as it warms up, you can go deeper down into the flame, and you will see that the glass is melting off, and you can wait till it gets soft, and then you can bend it back and you'll get a more larger quantity of glass. So you make the contact, you roll. I'm above the flame at the moment, and as it's formed, I bring the point of the glass into the flame. Now the forming is just a little touch and go. You don't spend too much time with pressing it. This is the fire polishing now. This is essential that the glass won't crack later, and it also gets a nice shiny surface. Put it in the annealing oven. So to enlarge the size of the bead, I just warm the glass and fold it back on itself, as you saw. Always keep the glass towards the back of the oven. This will help to keep the colors nice and bright. Here's the bead form, the contact. I go below the flame and I wait for the cutoff. And when it's cut free, that's the sign to go out. So this is a close-up view of the same square cube bead. See how bright the colors are? So, little fire polish. As the heat comes in, you can go and put it in the annealing oven. So this is going to be a leaf bead. I have a leaf press. You warm the glass, and as it comes down, you give it a squash, and then you put it back in the oven, in the flame, until the very end of it glows, and then you can stretch it and cut it off in the flame. Warm it a little bit that it gets some shape to it, and that's the bright color and the form that you get. So this is just the position of how I work, with the elbows on the table and relaxed. So I'm going to make a long tube form bead. You make one complete roll, and now I move off to the side to increase the length of the bead. I come to the cold glass and I put the glass now in the fire, and the bead is below the flame. Wait for the cutoff. That's it. So clean the graphite paddle and wait for the glass to get nice and soft. And now we prepare to get roll, left side, right side. there's a very delicate touch and you don't press too hard. Now I'm going to keep it warm by putting it on the parking zone, and now I've got my two hands free to work with the tools. So in the meantime, I don't have to rush. I wait for the glass to tell me when to do the next step. So there's another leaf form made. Heat it, and you see it will stick, and when I go into the flame, there's no danger of the bead popping because it got too cold. If it was not in the parking zone, it would probably have cracked. So now you just work at the tempo that the glass will give you. Don't overheat it, because then you'll lose your shape. But you just keep the glass you're working with molten, and the other one in a warm place. I'm in the oven at the top there, maybe it's 700-800 degrees. You can see by the color of the oven where the temperatures are. These are the leads. So when the glass gets too short, you just join them. Just warm the heads of the glass, press it into each other. You gently press it in, and then it bulges. I roll it flat, and now I heat it, and I make it straight by gently pulling, but not just ever so slightly pulling and rolling. Pulling and rolling, okay? So here we have another long bead. So I'm going to make the leaf beads, but in a different technique. So I heat it, press it, and now heat it, and now I need to stretch it again. So this is the completion of the second leaf. It's just another technique. You can make the bead and put it on, or you can put the glass on and make the bead off, make the leaf come off the bead. So it's warm it well, and then you can bring it into the position that you want it. So you notice that I keep it not in the flame, but a little bit above to keep it warm. So, thank you. That was the first showing of the Volcano at work. Thank you. Bye-bye.